Hey guys, Frank here. I'm back. I know it's been 2 weeks since my last upload. Um, I was taking a little break because of the holiday, Thanksgiving and all of that, but also mainly to avoid being burnt out. Um, you know, Making a lot of these videos, within a fast amount of time can burn you out. So I wanted to avoid that. However, I am back, and we're gonna pick up right where we left off, which is Genesis 47, verse 13. We're going to be going verses 13 through 20 today. And then I think we're going to finish up chapter 47 tomorrow. Anyway, here we go. This part of the chapter is subtitled Joseph's Leadership in the Famine. Verse 13. Meanwhile, the famine became so severe that all the food was used up, and the people were starving throughout the lands of Egypt and Canaan. By selling grain to the people, Joseph eventually collected all the money in Egypt and Canaan, and he put the money in Pharaoh's treasure. When the people of Egypt and Canaan ran out of money, all the Egyptians came to Joseph. "Our money is gone," they cried. "But please give us food, or we will die before your very eyes." Joseph replied, "Since your money is gone, bring me the livestock. I will give you food in exchange for your livestock." So they brought their livestock. To Joseph in exchange for food. In exchange for their horses, flocks of sheep and goats, herds of cattle and donkeys. Joseph provided them with food for another year. But that year ended, and the next year came again. The next year they came again and said, "We cannot hide the truth from you, my lord. Our money is gone, and all our livestock and cattle are yours. We have nothing to give but our bodies and our land. Why should we die before your very eyes? Buy us and our land in exchange for food. We offer our lands and ourselves. We offer our land and ourselves as slaves for Pharaoh. Just give us grain so we may live and not die." And so the land does not become empty and desolate. So Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. All the Egyptians sold him their fields because the famine was so severe, and soon all the land belonged to Pharaoh. Okay, guys. So that was verses 1 through. Well, I'm sorry. Verses 13 through 20. So, So what are my thoughts? I'm sorry, guys. I was checking something on my phone. But what are my thoughts? I think this shows us two things. How bad the famine had gotten. The fact that all the Egyptians were at one point willing to not only sell their livestock but themselves as slaves in the land that they owned. You know, they just wanted to live. They practically begged Joseph to give them food in exchange for their land and themselves as of slaves of Pharaoh. So this is interesting to me because this is going to lead to you know what? I might be wrong. I was going to say this would lead to what would happen later on down the line with Moses, but this is the Egyptian people, so I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that. Anyway, so, but in this we see that Joseph is merciful towards them. He could have told them, you know what, you don't have any more money, you know, I don't want to give you food, but you know, he was willing to bargain with them. But the one thing it does teach me is to be careful what we bargain for in our lives. You know, we may, you know, I understand this situation. There was a famine, they need to eat, and so they made rash decisions based on I want to live, you know, and today we may not see a famine, but there can very often be situations where we find ourselves in desperate need of help to the point that we're willing to give up just about anything for that help. But this reminds me to be careful and to always pray to God before making a decision. You know, because I'm not sure. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not sure God intended the Egyptian people to become slaves. I think that was just their doing based on their desperation. You know, obviously God sent the famine. He knew, you know, and he had told Joseph how long the famine was going to last. But I'm not sure he meant for. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, everything happens for a reason, right? But this speaks to desperation and what people will do when they become so desperate. You know. You know, so I guess my big takeaway from this is just for us to be careful what we do in those times of desperation. Before you make a decision, stop and pray and talk to God and talk to those close to you that are also followers of God. And ask them to pray with you before you make your decision. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Again, I know it's been 2 weeks, but I just wanted to, take that break to avoid burnout. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with what I believe is going to be the end of chapter 47. And then the next few weeks I should be able to get at least to the end of Genesis, or close to, at which point I'm going to be taking a break again from probably December 23rd all the way till January 2nd. Just, again, the holidays and things like that. So my last video of the year will probably end up being December 21st or December 22nd, just depending on what I have going on. But I will keep you guys informed in terms of what my schedule is going to look like. But right now, I'd say, you'll get videos from me from now all the way to, like I said, December 21st or 22nd, and then I'll be taking a little mini break from the end of December, so 22nd or 23rd, till January 2nd, maybe 3rd. But anyway, I'll be getting those videos out to you throughout the rest of November, the first 3 weeks of December, and then I'll be starting again around January 2nd or 3rd after Christmas break. So, anyway, love you guys, and talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Have a great day.